Like, could it be how you run on the field? I'm going to run on the field backwards my first 3 steps.
It could be anything. That's why we can't have it. Pete Rose, it could be I manage the games and I'm going to manage these games to win or lose my bets. That's why Pete Rose is not in the Hall of Fame. I don't understand how we having a discussion about betting in baseball. There's a big sign when you go into any field. Well, it used to be any field when I was covering games strong 10 years ago. There's a big sign, man, period. So why do you think Pete Rose is died and still not in the Hall of Fame, bro? He's the all-time hits leader because he bet on baseball. Now, he said, I never bet for my team to lose. And I believe him. He that silly, right? But didn't matter. You still might have a pitch that shouldn't pitch that day. When the moves is not about what's on the field, you can't be a team player and think like that. That's why they give you these huge salaries. So all that cheating shit out the way. That's why they pay them like they pay them. So the cheating shit is out the way. You making 90% more than 99% of the people in the world. Here you go. Play the game, win or lose, and collect the millions of dollars. Because imagine if the best players in the game start manipulating the game. Imagine if the managers do what Pete Rose did. I guarantee you, if you went back to all those games, right, when he was coaching them, and the Reds, when he was playing, you're going to find a lot of shit. Because once you lose, you got to bet again. I know. I throw little bets. I'm not a big-time gambler. I throw little bets. Once I win 300, I spend 800 trying to hit that 300 lick again. And I be realizing, oh, shit. I'm -5. I'm acting like I won. Just chasing that thrill of winning.
All of this stems from the major Sox scandal that happened that pretty much back, I think it was 1920, the early
1919 or 1918 Black Sox scandal.
Yeah, and with this scandal, I think that the actual the sport of baseball, as it was being shopped around as a real sport, lost so much faith in the people that were buying the product, because these dudes basically, 8 of them, if I'm not mistaken, probably
8 men out.
Yeah, they were all. This is a World Series game, if I'm not mistaken. That they were fixing with the White Sox. So much faith in it that they made this the cardinal sin. And so I don't know if it's what could it possibly be that, I mean, I don't know what made Class A think that he was going to be the one that was able to get away with this, but it also says to me that this is happening.
Maybe he wasn't. That's the thing. Maybe he did it because he has seen a million players do it in the past. Maybe this is some shit Dominican players do. Because if you think about it, this is smart, right?
Yeah.
They know to be wild anyway. They know to throw hard and be wild. Like, if you want to really break it down, this shit is crazy when you really start to think about it. It's actually kind of nuts. Because if he learned this from somebody, that means these Dominican cats might have been getting people in their hometown rich for a long time off the game. It seemed like a nice little scheme. If you can, Ortiz just fucked it up. There's always gonna be somebody that come in and just mess it up, right? He's the little dude that wasn't about that life, wasn't from the streets, and fuck shit up. That would be Ortiz, right? Right? He probably spent half his life in America at a prep school, not in DR. No, seriously, right? I gotta look into this guy because he seemed like that type of guy that blow everything. They probably been doing this for the last 35 years, bro.
35 years.
Dude, think about it. It's not hard to do once you look at what they were doing.
It's not hard to do. I think that what's
a pitch here, a pitch there, an error here,
what's really
error there.
On the way out, what's really messing them up is the fact that it's legal now, and so it's traceable, it's monitored, it's
very traceable.
Yeah. Back when it was happening in the back alley with the bookie and you know what I'm saying, with all of that, wasn't no problems. Now they doing it with apps,
or like even legally, but it wasn't promoted because leagues couldn't promote gambling. Now they can.
I ain't gonna lie. That is crazy, because that would have been the perfect scheme if they didn't have those regulations. But that's gonna do it for the day, gentlemen.
Hey, yo, real quick on the way out. Yo, so does this push Pete Rose another 25 years back from?
Yeah, they never gonna put. Yeah,
he's never gonna make it. Never.
He's not, bro. Unfortunately, he might.
Posthumously, honestly, not, because he still all that happened this year is he's been allowed to be put back on the ballot.
Right, but he
So now he still has to be.
But what I'm saying is 25. Does this
25
now
years?
push? Yeah, yo, like this type of shit.
Okay.
Like, you gotta
with this
understand
whole gambling thing.
You gotta understand something, Vince. This is sport wide. This is not just isolated to the MLB. Whatever.
Javante Porter gone. Damon Jones
All
involved
like,
with a thug element. I put it like that for the layman's. They all involved with a thug element, from the mafia to DR cartel. It's so much money. That's the new hustle, right? They're not selling drugs the same. We getting too deep, but the drug trade ain't working. The gun selling trade ain't working. Dude, I'm telling you, that's something we got to talk about on another show. We not far-fetched. Mm-hmm. Listen, remember the games where low-income people make money. They done wreck those games. The drug game ain't working for nobody, nowhere in the world, really. They still got their supply there. That's because the government allow that. Whoever making money, the government allowing it. Let's be honest, for the most part, right? The big head. This is interesting because gambling is the new way to extort people and make hundreds of millions in a short minute, and it's less a risk. You're not killing nobody. You're not selling product, right? I do the 6 year thing. Time, fuck. You know what I mean? Yeah. I did a baseball. I keep my 8 million. I sit up, do my 6 years. I write a book about it. All the day.
I think you tell too much. I think you give it away. Give it the cookbook. I know you gotta go, but Ty, I wanted you to be able to finish your point. I think